Hello there. Today we're gonna do a review of Cessna Children by Infrastructure Zero. I couldn't find a lot of information on this release, but according to Last.fm, it is the artist's third release, and it came out in April of 2012. But again, that's all I could find on it. It is made of 2 tracks, the first of which is Zinc Rain. I really like this track. It might be the shorter of the 2. I wasn't really counting how long they are. I'm not sure how long each track is. I didn't check. But it's definitely my preferred of the 2, though they're both phenomenal. It starts off with this drone that kind of builds for a little while, and then and it gets more distorted, and it kind of turns into this ambient, drone thing, but very scary and kind of horror sounding. There's also some kind of sci-fi sound effects here. At least that's what it reminded me of. Eventually some industrial noises come in that sound a lot like machinery, that sound very twisted and mechanical. And they kind of form a rhythm in that they're repetitive, but it's very off-kilter and sloppy. And it's not something that is easy to latch on to. The drones get kind of quieter for a second, and at least the lower ones, and you get the occasional, ambient stuff kind of bubbles back up from time to time, but for the most part, you just have that mechanical thing for the rest of the song, and it's a very interesting sound, and I really like it. The second track here is Stillborn Hours, which starts off with some very low drones. Then a sample comes in. It's got that's very distorted, kind of sounds like a walkie-talkie or something. Reminds me of Death Pile a little bit. It could be a sample, it could just be the person who made the song talking. I'm not really sure. It's all very classic power electronics-y though. The whole thing kind of, to me, reminds me of piloting an airplane with head trauma. There's a lot of very windy sounds. Not as in woodwinds, but just sounds like wind. Sounds like things flying by your ears. Eventually the voice goes away, and this quiet, repetitive sound effect thing comes in. It could be a filter closing on some white noise, or it could be like a spaceship door closing in Star Wars. That's what it kind of sounds like to me, but I'm not really sure. And then obviously there's more screechy drones and wind-ish sounding effect. And eventually we get this really low drone that comes in, and it's kind of pulsing and throbbing, and it's almost rhythmic, which eventually gives away to grinding sounds and more drones, and then the song eventually ends. Good little EP. It's pretty short. It's off of Hospital Productions, according to this. I really like the cassette. It says Acid Rain on it. I don't know if that's I don't know what that is. It's got some weird shit written on the inside about acid rain, so there's kind of, I think, a theme there. And altogether, and again, just got that industrial vibe on the cover. It's a very good release, I would say. I think I'll give this it's not the most fascinating release I've ever seen, but 11 out of 15 if I'm giving it a numerical rating, which I don't really like doing, but it's what everyone does, so I'll do it. And I think that's about it. So bye. Please subscribe and watch the short film that I did recently, and listen to my music. I'm Calcom on streaming services.